Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to KAZ Radio TV Network. And we are here on this wonderful Wednesday, January 9th. At this time, I'd just like to introduce our host for the evening. And he says, I'm award winning. No, he's legendary and award winning, none other than Brother Charles Bibbs.
Oh, thank you, Reverend Brenda Ware Abrams. Nice to see you again today.
It's a blessing. It's a
And,
blessing to be
After
here.
this great snowstorm we had. And for those who are keeping the record, we haven't shut RTA down. It used to be CTS since 1950. So here we go. Hope we have it that long before we shut down again. And want to tell we have great news for you today. And we have some people who are coming forward to share some awesome information with you. And is Miss Vivian L. Sharp in the house? Minister Vivian L. Sharp. Okay. Miss Candace Jones?
Yes.
I'd like to know what Mr. Rucker's doing in his campaign.
Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here to share some information with you. Antonio Rucker is running for juvenile court judge in Cuyahoga County. So he is a candidate that will be on the ballot in the primary election. I would like ask for your support in his election. He is an experienced candidate. He has handled all the types of cases that the juvenile court can hear. He has been a trial attorney for 33 years. He's proven ability. He's heard every type of case the juvenile court is empowered to hear. He is fair and equitable, meaning that he wants the responsibility of helping to ensure the children who appear before him, where possible, are given the means and opportunity to succeed despite their present circumstances. He has effective leadership. He has devoted his life to public service. He's a father of 5, and he believes that setting an example for our younger generation to follow, which includes giving back to the community in a positive way. And he has new vision. We need more diversity on the Common Pleas bench to reflect the diversity of more accurately of Cuyahoga County. So the committee to elect Antonio Rucker judge are having a fundraising event, meet and greet fundraiser on Friday, February the 4th, from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. The location will be Rudy's Pub. The address is 2191 Lee Road in Cleveland Heights, 44118. The donation to enter is $50, which includes 2 drinks and 1 cigar. This is a bourbon and cigar event. The date again is Friday, February the 4th. We hope to see you there. You can do your prepaid admission of $50 by going into the website, www.RantonioRuckerForJudge.com, and click on the donate and submit your donation at that point. We look forward to seeing you, the Antonio Rucker committee to elect him as judge. Look forward to seeing everybody at this event and supporting him throughout this campaign through the primary election. Thank you very much. Back to you, Mr. Bibb.
Thank you, Ms. Candace Jones. Very good information. Mr. Jerome Bell,
Yes.
would you share with us what you do on your day job, please?
Well, I am a realtor with Dream Team Realty located in Cleveland, Ohio. I list properties. That's my specialty, helping sellers get the most money for their property, and also help with first-time homeowners with the Believe program. That is a program with CHN, and you can have as little as a 570 credit score and get up to $249,000 in a loan amount for a home in Cuyahoga and also Lorain County. My telephone number is 216-543-1118. Once again, my name is James Jerome Bell with Dream Team Realty. And at Dream Team Realty, we do make dreams come true.
Thank you, Mr. Jerome Bell. You make it sound real easy. So I hope our listening and viewing order take note, just in case they missed that phone number. Mr. James Jerome Bell, would you give us that number again?
That's 216-543-1118. James Jerome Bell, Dream Team Realty.
Thank you very kindly. Have we heard from Minister Vivian Louise Sharp? We have not heard from Vivian Louise Sharp. We keep moving. Ms. Candace Jones has some awesome information for us around this table and in our viewing audience and listening audience from the righteous Reverend Otis Moss Jr.
Thank you,
Candace
Ms.
Jones.
Thank you.
Who was a former Duke, Ohio City Council person and who stays on top of politics in the state of Ohio. Would you please share with our viewing audience what was the Reverend Otis Moss Jr. said?
Okay. And I'm going to share with you an article from Cleveland.com on January the 14th. John Cranley is a leader Ohio needs. Otis Moss Jr. In August, Cincinnati Mayor John Cranley, a Democrat, launched his campaign for governor. In a guest column, the Reverend Dr. Otis Moss Jr. of Cleveland explained why he's backing Cranley's campaign. Many years ago, I joined the Cincinnati civil rights leader, Reverend Damon Lynch III, his father, Damon Lynch Jr., and others to urge a boycott in Cincinnati. Multiple disturbing issues that included a streak of police shootings, mostly of Black men, convinced us that it was unwise to spend money in a city reeling with racial injustice. Today, Reverend Lynch III, his father, and I all support Cincinnati Mayor John Cranley to Ohio's next governor. I support Cranley because he listens to all sides. He has shown a willingness to stand against the negative, diverse, racist, reactionary forces that are unfortunately present in our state and our nation. I know that he cannot single-handedly transform Ohio, but I trust that he will move decisively, thoughtfully, prayerfully, fearlessly toward the right goals in the right way and make important progress. He has done it before. As a city councilman and mayor, Cranley has helped to lead meaningful changes in police use of force and accountability. He was one of the first mayors in Ohio to get body cameras for all officers. After the murder of George Floyd, he convinced the Federal Order of Police to agree to a new contract to make it easier to discipline officers who unlawfully harm citizens. Under his leadership, Cincinnati became the only major Ohio city in decline to make a comeback. Cincinnati's population, investments in Black-owned businesses, and jobs are rising. Poverty is failing. Mayor Cranley and his policies have tangibly improved the lives of women, including by raising the wage of city workers and changing the contracting policy practices to help more women-owned businesses. Mayor Cranley even invested in the nation's largest municipal solar array, hoping to reverse the harm that climate change is doing to our people and our planets. His achievements before becoming mayor are equally impressive. In 2002, a young lawyer, he co-founded the Ohio Innocence Project, which has freed 33 wrongfully convicted Ohioans from Ohio prisons. Mayor Cranley is a man of his convictions, the type of leader with moral clarity that Ohio badly needs. History shows us that there are times when we can move forward with wind to our backs and times when we can move forward in despite of headwinds we confront. The Reverend Dr. Otis Moss Jr. makes a point during his 2016 Martin Luther King Jr. Day celebration at the Cleveland Clinic Intercontinental Hotel Ballroom that one man, one voice, one's action can make a difference. As these troubling trends emerge, we must recommit ourselves, both in Ohio and nationally, to creating a new climate that promotes the kind of justice and fairness that John Cranley has committed to most of his life. Under his leadership, the city once known for racial strife is recognized as one of America's most immigrant-friendly cities, and it has received a perfect score from the Human Rights Campaign in the 5 consecutive years. And his policies have tangibly improved the lives of women, including by raising the wage of workers and changing contracting policies to help more women-owned businesses. We are in a reactionary, dare I say, pearly-filled moment in our history. We must find individuals who are willing to take the risk needed to restore the promise of America. I do not know exactly how to get there, but I do know that Ohio needs a comeback and deserves a governor who has led a comeback. I believe John Cranley is a leader we need. Reverend Dr. Otis Moss Jr., a civil rights leader, retired in 2009 after 3 decades as pastor of Cleveland's Olivet Institutional Baptist Church. He previously served on the board of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, working with the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. In 2012, Dr. Moss was inducted into the Ohio Civil Rights Hall of Fame. Thank you.
Thank you. That was some awesome information about Reverend Otis Moss Jr. And that was an awesome endorsement of the candidate for governor of Ohio. And we will be looking for Reverend Otis Moss Jr. to bring him on the show so he can tell our live audience and our viewing audience just why he wrote that article. So Reverend Moss, I'll be looking for you, Charles E. Bibb Sr., to see when you'll be available to come on our podcast. People, get ready, so that you will be able to share more information about the candidate from Cincinnati, Gatling. Thank you. Minister Vivian Louise Sharp, last call. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and give Ms. Candace Jones a rest, and we'll go to the Reverend Ben Fair. And he has some awesome information for us from the state of Ohio, from the Ohio Supreme Court. And would you share with us, you and your committee? Some of them will be calling in. Reverend Ben Fair.
Thank you, Mr. Bibb. We appreciate you, and it's an honor to be here with you tonight on your podcast. And good evening, viewing audience and listeners. May God bless you and heaven smile upon you. We have some breaking news tonight coming from our Supreme Court. Our Supreme Court has ruled on the redistricting maps of the Ohio Senate and the Ohio House of Representatives maps, which were deemed gerrymandered by the Republicans. The commission that made those decisions is made up of 7 elected officials. And those 7 elected officials have 5 Republicans and 2 Democrats. The 5 Republicans agreed on the redistricting gerrymander maps, but the 2 Democrats did not agree on the redistricting gerrymander maps. What happened? Well, what happened was there was a lawsuit filed with the Ohio Supreme Court. And I want my other panel members today on here to share with you, the viewing audience and listening audience what happened with the lawsuit. Is Brother Mike Seals online?
I'm here, Reverend Ben Fair.
Yes, and we also have Brother Jerome, James Jerome Bell here also. So could you just share with us what happened with the lawsuit that was filed? Matter of fact, could you just start with telling us who filed the lawsuit?
Well, Mike or
Anyone can chime in. Can you?
okay, well, Eric Holder, the Ohio League of Women Voters, were among some of the participants in the lawsuit that was successful. It went to the Ohio Supreme Court, and the Chief Justice ruled in favor of them going back to the table and redrawing the maps. She has only given, the Ohio Supreme Court has given them 10 days. The Secretary of State, Frank Russo, has said that it is the utmost urgency that these redistricting plans get in place because time is of a necessity.
All right. So we know what the results of the lawsuit was. The Supreme Court sent the map back to the commissioners, the elected official commissioners, and telling them that they have 10 days to come up with a new map. And we also want to say that the Supreme Court ruled and struck down that map. Mr. Mike Seals, do you have anything that you want to add to that?
Well, yes, I will add that basically what the Ohio Supreme Court decision is that the maps were unduly favoring the Republicans by splitting up counties. For instance, they split Cuyahoga County up 3 times, and they also split up the county of Summit County twice, and which heavily favored the Republican Party. And so basically they said that it was unconstitutional, and they sent them back to the drawing table. And hopefully they'll redraw some maps that's fair.
Correct. And also they had Hamilton County was in that as well. The Supreme Court, let's move along. A couple of questions I have here for the panel. And that is, what was the deadline for the commission to come up with the new map? How many days did they have to come up with a new map?
They had 10 days, and I think the deadline, the end date is this Saturday.
The end date is this Saturday. Okay. Yes. What is the filing deadline for petitions for the Senate and the House?
The filing deadline for the Senate and the House is February 2nd, as it stands.
February 2nd. Now, what is the date for the primary election that's coming up?
And do you mean congressional?
Yes.
Congressional is April 4th, if I do believe.
Okay. And also
Let me help you out.
Information
is not correct. It's only one primary election.
Right.
And that's May 2nd.
May 3rd.
May 3rd.
It's May 3rd.
One primary election at this time.
At this time, right.
All right.
What the date was that you might have reference to is the filing date
Mhm.
for the congressional seat, but we're not on that now. We'll finish up with the state
I-
senate and the state house now. Let's finish all that up, and then
There's
we'll do the congressional seat.
February
Now,
filing
the-
deadline for the 2 seats you just mentioned, Mr. Bibb.
okay, now, the filing deadline is this Saturday for the state senate and the state house. So they'll go back into session on Monday. So that means next Wednesday when we come in, we'll have results for that meeting and what the Ohio Supreme Court thinks about the new map. And our listening audience will be able to get it just as fast as it comes from the Supreme Court. And I want
Right.
to thank your team, you and your team for doing a good job on that.
Mhm.
Now, to make sure the audience, listening audience understand, there are two suits.
Correct.
There are two suits, and the state senate, the state house been taken care of. Now the state Ohio Supreme Court is working on the congressional map. And you can share with the listening audience where that stands at this time.
Right. The congressional map was voted on by the Supreme Court as well. And that happened on Friday, January the 14th. They ruled that the congressional map was also gerrymandered. And they sent that map back to the House, the General Assembly for a vote. Then they have a deadline for 30 days to come up with a new map. So the filing date for the congressional is March 4th,
Thanks. That was a month.
the lawmakers. Any other comments from any of our panels?
Well, just
I just wanted to
uh,
say that Representative Russo from Upper Arlington, she's someone who has really lended a voice to this redistricting from a Democratic standpoint. And the hope is that we can get a more even and fair redistricting. They're looking at 54% Republican, 46% Democrat, which is up from the proposed redistricting before. So we would hope that within the 10 days that we can have a fair and judicious redistricting that will benefit all involved.
All right. Mr. Seals, you have anything to add to that?
well, here's what I'll add for your listeners, Reverend. The commission
Seals?
tomorrow at 2:00,
Okay.
and the meeting will be
We'll go to the we have some others.
I might add,
Go ahead.
Reverend Fair.
Yes, go ahead.
I was going to inform your listeners that the commission is meeting tomorrow at 2:00 at the Ohio State House in the Ohio House Finance Hearing Room, which is number 313. They'll meet tomorrow at 2:00. And at this point, it's not clear whether they're going to take public comment, but in any event, you know, that's information as to when they're going to meet again.
All right.
Mr. Chairman, would you repeat what he just said so make everybody understand?
Could you repeat that again?
I want you to repeat it so he hear it louder.
I can hear.
Okay, Mr. Seals, would you repeat that time?
Yes, sir. The Redistricting Commission will meet tomorrow, Thursday at 2 p.m. at the Ohio State House. Address is 1 Capitol Square, Columbus, Ohio. And the meeting will be held in the Ohio House Finance Hearing Room, which is number 313.
Okay. All right. So the commission will be meeting tomorrow at 2 p.m., right? At the
Yes,
State
sir.
House.
Okay, and
Yes.
will the committee find out if that's live stream and let us know so our viewing audience and listening audience will be right up to date on that also.
Yeah.
I want to thank the committee. Good job. And we'll keep going, but we'll come back to you later for the second part of your agenda. We have to move now.
Thank you, Mr. Bibb.
Right. Ms. Candace Jones. Would you share your part now? All right, very good, very good.
Man.
All right, Ms. Candace Jones, on the traffic 514. Thank you very kindly.
Okay, I'd like to share some information with our listening audience. Again, my name is Candace Jones, and I am a representative with SNAP Delivered. Mr. Charles E. Bibb Sr. also joined SNAP Delivered. I am a manager with SNAP Delivered, and Mr. Bibb has also became a manager within 1 day of being with SNAP Delivered. What does SNAP Delivered do? I'm sure you're asking that question. SNAP Delivered is a new restaurant delivery service that is helping restaurants stay in business based on their very low $2 flat fee per delivery. You get paid 4 ways with SNAP Delivered. Number 1, you get paid by SNAP Delivered when you refer a manager. Number 2, you get paid by SNAP Delivered when you refer a driver. Number 3, you get paid by SNAP Delivered when you refer a restaurant. And 4, you get paid by SNAP Delivered when you refer a customer. It's free to join SNAP Delivered, no charge to join at all. On Saturday, January 22nd, 2:30 p.m. to 3:30 p.m., SNAP Delivered business briefing for professionals, churches, organizations, and restaurants will take place. 3:30 to 4:30 p.m., SNAP Delivered leadership advanced training will take place. 4:30 to 5:30 is lunch, and you can sign up for SNAP Delivered and get some quick start training. You must RSVP for this event to Charles E. Bibb Sr. by calling 216-659-4619. Again, 216-659-4619 to RSVP. Again, there is no charge to sign up. This training and business briefings will be located at Chandler Park Business Building, 17325 Euclid Avenue at London Road. It's that office building on the corner of Euclid Avenue and London Road. The training will take place on the second floor conference room, suite number 2011, Cleveland, Ohio, 44112. COVID-19 protocols will take place. You must wear a mask and hopefully be vaccinated. Mr. Bibb looks forward to you being at this event on Saturday, January 22nd, and RSVP to him at 216-659-4619. Look forward to seeing you Saturday.
Thank you, Ms. Candace Jones. And moving right along, every now and then, the rookie get a chance to play with the National All-Stars. The National All-Stars we have at the table here is Reverend Brenda Ware Abrams, who has an awesome show. And would you share that with us, Reverend Brenda Ware Abrams, about your show on Friday?
Yes, I'd be more than happy to. Just inviting each and every one that's out viewing or listening to the service at this time. And we're talking about People Get Ready on KAZ Radio TV Network. And today happens to be Wednesday, January 19th. And of course, we have Mr. Bibb and People Get Ready. And thank you so much for inviting me. But I want to let you know that you tune in or invite you to tune in to Healing the Hurt on this station, KAZ Inspirational Station, each and every Friday between the hours of 7 and 8 to be inspired, to be encouraged. And we have music, not only just gospel music, but gospel music with a message. And so we invite you all to tune in. And this is sponsored by none other than Gospel Inspiration, Inc. And recently I celebrated 63 plus years on radio. That's in West Virginia. And of course, you can hear the twang in West Virginia and in the city of Cleveland, Ohio. And we want to thank you, each and every one of you, especially you, Apostle Larry James. And of course, he's the proprietor of KAZ Radio. And we want to just invite you to tune in to Reverend Marvin McMichaels on tomorrow. Tomorrow at the Western Reserve Historical Society's observance of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, and they will have a special. They'll be presenting a special on Zoom. Pick up the local call and post for more information, because there's so much information and I don't want to go over my 2 minutes. Okay, Mr. Bibb. See, I'm disciplined. I'm disciplined.
Very good.
And
Thank
again, we won't listen, why don't everybody just smile? A smile is a gift. Can we just smile? My goodness. Love you, Mr. Bibb. Candace,
Hard
God
to tell if
bless
you're
you.
smiling or they're laughing.
Right.
I'm busting my smile wide open.
That's right. I mean, I can even tell the smiles from behind the mask.
Right. Thank you, Reverend Brenda Ware Abram. Next, we have an unusual young man that's right on time, for the time. He's a young man for the time. As you know, in our country, the United States of America, there's been a big shift in the economy.
Mhm.
The things are out on the ships, on the boats. The economics is going backwards, but there's come a time that things kind of change.
Yes.
And we ran right into the change and right into a young man who's on top of the change, who brought something new to Greater Cleveland and to Ohio. And then he's the part of a national movement that got us involved. Named Mr. Garfield, are you in the house?
Yes, sir, Mr. Bibb. I'm in the house.
All right. Bring us up to date on what's going on economically.
Absolutely, absolutely. Like Mr. Bibb saying, SNAP delivered. With SNAP delivered, it's a new delivery system. But with this delivery system is completely different from what's already Uber Eats, DoorDash. That's been taking advantage of all the restaurants. They charge them anywhere from 10 to 40%. What our company is doing is we are trying to help the restaurants stay in business. And also we're going to help the customers as well. So our only charge to the restaurant is a $2 flat fee. And that's all they have to pay. No contract, no exclusivity. So if they want to continue, you see that if they are making money with the other service, they're welcome to do that as well. But SNAP Delivered is how here to help the restaurants and to help everybody win. Now, you will also, as a customer, going to be able to win as well. So we're going to share a referral code with you. And with that referral code, right now is Mr. Bibb's code. So with that referral code, every single person that you referred, whenever they place an order at any restaurant in the United States, you as a customer now get paid. If you referred a driver, every single delivery that driver makes, you get paid. And if you refer a restaurant, every single order that comes out that restaurant, you get paid. So that way the restaurants win, the customers win, and the drivers are able to get paid more. They're getting more benefits. They're getting more tips now because now the restaurant could save money. So now more of that revenue and the customers are willing to tip more because they're saving more money. So the customer and the driver is going to make more money in the long run. A restaurant also could give their code to another restaurant. So now that restaurant could make money off of their competition. So that helps a whole lot more people stay in business, right? There is no, as you can see, can you show this right here? Absolutely. Say that's the reason why it says white partner with SNAP. $2 fee, no activation, no exclusivity, no percentage. So that's all the restaurants are paid. Mr. Bibb?
Very good.
Okay. In order to partner with SNAP, you're going to get a referral code. The referral code that you're going to be using today, you will download the SNAP Delivered app. All right. The code is 21 capital A 47 capital D 0E. Again, that's 21 A 4 7D 0E. You will download the SNAP Delivered app and then enter the referral code. At that time, you'll be able to receive your own code. Then you could share your code with your people, the restaurants and driver. Also managers. So if somebody wants to do the SNAP Delivered, Mr. Bibb, and make some serious money by coming into the business and partnering with us, you could become a manager. That's a one-time pay annually of $299. So it's less than $1 a day. Could you agree, Reverend Brendan? Less than $1 a day. Or you could start for free and get 5 individuals. So you get $60 every single time somebody comes up to a manager. Then you could use that to upgrade yourself to a manager. So you could absolutely start for no money at all.
No money.
You could get into this business and start making a revenue.
Very good. Like that.
You like that, Mr. Bibb?
I like that. It's very good.
Fantastic.
That's what we need in times like this.
Absolutely.
Everybody needs a helping hand.
Of course. And we are here to help you. We're going to teach you. We got classes on Saturday, as Mr. Bibb and Ms. Candace, as earlier pointed out. We also got online Zoom. On Tuesday is manager and above. And on Thursday, we got for everybody that you're willing to invite. So you could get all the information online as well. So we're not going to leave anybody behind. We're going to help everybody get what they truly wanted out of life with this opportunity. And the breaking news that we have is Cleveland is now on the map. So you can start ordering your food right now in Cleveland.
My goodness.
We are the 5th one on the map, Mr. Bibb.
My goodness.
On the whole United States map, we are the 5th one on the map right now. So it takes 10 restaurants, 10 drivers to open up a city. And in Cleveland, we already have over 30 restaurants.
Very good.
So,
very good.
clap your hand for Cleveland, everybody.
That's called the ground floor. Ground floor.
Yes, sir. All right, Mr. Bibb.
All right.
We give it back to you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Garfield. Good job. And Ms. Candace, you'll be seeing us all on Saturday one more time. Would you tell us what we'll be? Saturday?
On Saturday, January 22nd, the location is Chandler Park Building, 17325 Euclid Avenue at London Road, 2nd floor conference room, suite 2011. 2:30 p.m. starts the first training session. So you don't want to miss it. Saturday, January 22nd.
Very good, very good. We're running a little bit behind today, but we're going to get in as much as we can today. And while you have the floor, Ms. Candace, would you share with our audience some of the topics we'll be discussing in the coming future?
Yes, I sure will do that. So the topics that will be discussed in 2022 are Ohio State Juvenile Prison Sex Scandal, the source, Cleveland.com, article December 1st, 2021. Cuyahoga County Juvenile Detention Center, the source, Cleveland Plain Dealer, article October 6, 2021. Cleveland, Ohio is the poorest city in the USA, source, 2020 census. Cleveland, Ohio is the worst city in the USA for Black women. Source, Cleveland Plain Dealer, article November 28, 2021. Cleveland, Ohio, over 50% of children living in poverty. The source, Census 2020. Cleveland, Ohio, worst city in the USA for infant mortality. Cleveland, Ohio is the worst city in lead paint poisoning. Source, Cleveland lead activists of safe housing. Cleveland Municipal School District is the worst big city school district in Ohio. Source, Ohio State School Board.
Wow.
Goodness.
Make you
Yeah.
want to move.
We're gonna have some awesome topics coming up. And so prepare yourself, Greater Cleveland, Northern Ohio, and around the world. Because we're gonna bring it right down to front, so you know exactly what's happening. And I just happen to have my call post, Ms. Brenda Ware, Avon brought us in, and one of our committees, Reverend Ben Fair in the house.
Yes, sir. Right here,
Reverend
Mr.
Ben
Bibb.
Fair. I see on the
Okay.
front page of the city of the Calling Post, the city of Cleveland holding a review of inmates held at the county jail. This is the result of us bringing this to the attention of the city. And I want your committee to take this and study this for next week.
All right.
Get in touch with the city officials and find out what they determined after they studied what was going on at the Justice Center.
Yes, sir.
Not the Justice Center,
The-
Juvenile Detention Center,
Yes.
Juvenile Detention Center on Quincy Avenue, down the street from Olivet Institution Baptist Church, about 3 blocks down,
Yes, sir.
where all this misery is going on.
Yes, sir.
3 blocks down from Olivet Institution Baptist Church. Get your call post, all members of Olivet, see what's going on down the street from the church.
All
We're
right.
coming,
All right.
and what's that headline over there, Reverend Ben Fair?
Uh-huh. It says,
Read that headline
the city
now.
of Cleveland holds review of inmates held at Cuyahoga County Jail. And that's the headlines there.
All right, and next week we'll have the viewing and listen orders, a report on what's going on with that review. If they did it, are they getting ready to schedule it? I did the review already.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very kindly.
Mm-hmm.
Next on our program, we were going to have a special piece from East Cleveland, talking about the Martin Luther King March and service and luncheon that we've had over the years. But 2 or 3 of the people who were supposed to be here are snowed out, like so many people snowed out. But we will be back next week.
All right.
But Martin Luther King never get old. He just get better.
Yes, sir.
And this year, we did not receive the thing from the Democratic control House,
Mhm.
Democratic control Senate,
Yes.
and the White House.
Yes, sir.
And what were we looking for? We were looking for voter rights. Never passed.
Yes.
We're looking for the John Lewis bill. Never passed. Looking for the George Floyd police reform bill. Never passed. And we're still waiting on better back.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
we'll
sir.
we'll keep working, and we're gonna keep pushing until we do what we want for the people. That's the name of our show. People get ready, and the people are getting ready. They want progress. Thank you
Yes,
very
sir.
kind.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Candace Jones? Would you come up again and give us a commercial? Thank you.
Okay, as Mr. Bibb said, I'm Candace Jones, and I am a representative with SNAP Delivered. I'm a manager with SNAP Delivered. Mr. Bibb also joined SNAP Delivered, and he became a manager in 1 day. He qualified in just 1 day to be a manager. What does SNAP Delivered do? SNAP Delivered is a new restaurant delivery service that is helping restaurants stay in business based on a very low $2 flat fee per delivery. You get paid 4 ways with SNAP Delivered. Number 1, you get paid when you refer a manager. Number 2, you get paid from SNAP Delivered when you refer a driver. Number 3, you get paid with SNAP Delivered when you refer a restaurant. Number 4, you get paid with SNAP Delivered when you refer a customer. It's free to join SNAP Delivered. No charge to join at all. On Saturday, January 22nd, that's this Saturday, January 22nd, excuse me, from 2:30 to 3:30, SNAP Delivered business briefings will take place for professionals, churches, organizations, restaurants, and drivers. Excuse me. From 3:30 to 4:30 will be SNAP Delivered Leadership Advanced Training for anyone who wants to join SNAP Delivered. 4:30 to 5:30 will be lunch. You can sign up for SNAP Delivered, and there will be quick start training. You don't want to miss it. Please RSVP to attend this training sessions to Mr. Bibb. His number is 216-659-4619. Again, Saturday, January 22nd, you must RSVP. Last Saturday, we had a training session, and it was a nice size that turned out for the training. So you want to make sure you hold your spot to be able to be a part of that. The location of the training will be the Chandler Park Business Building, 17325 Euclid Avenue at London Road, on the second floor conference room, suite number 2011. Again, this Saturday, you must RSVP to Mr. Bibb, 216-659-4619. COVID-19 precautions will take place. You must wear a mask. Please RSVP to Mr. Bibb before Saturday and join us for this important opportunity training.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Candace Jones. And good job. And we'll go back to Reverend Ben Fair and his committee and the second part of their evening discussion.
Yes, sir.
Ward 7 and what's going on in Ward 7.
Thank you, Mr. Bibbs. We appreciate it. And again, to the viewing audience and listening audience, we have some new hot breaking news out of Ward 7. And the report says one of the hardest hit areas in Cleveland when it comes to COVID death due to COVID is the Huff neighborhood. And according to Cleveland's COVID-19 dashboard, which breaks down cases and death by zip code, which is where Huff is, has the highest death per capita. The zip code has a population of about 16,000 people and has more than 3,000 COVID cases and also 46 deaths. And we want to know, what is the solution for this problem in the Huff neighborhood? And we just want to point out that the councilwoman of the Huff neighborhood, which is Stephanie House, stated it's a result of generational disinvestment. And House says it's the same reason why life expectancy in the neighborhood is only 62 years of age. It comes down to years of neglect. It's really just a compilation of understanding when you have disinvestment, people that have been intentionally cut out of opportunity, House says. And there's a gap, this disproportionate gap in our community. I want to have Mr. Mike Seals here and also Mr. James Jerome Bells. Mr. Seals, do you have anything that you want to add to this report?
Yes. Well, you pretty much said it all, Reverend. But what I would add is that when they say the Huff community sits in what is Cleveland Ward 7, which is also St. Clair Superior as well. And one of our concerns is, they just mentioned it consists of not only zip code 44103, but also 44106. And 44103 consists of 15,000, but the entire ward consists of 22,000 residents. And with that number of deaths, you know, the concern is what happens to the rest of the residents being that close to the exposure. And so what we are hoping is that the mayor's new task force focus on Cleveland Ward 7, where the high numbers are. We haven't had any evidence of them being into Ward 7, but that's not to say that they're not in there. But we are asking our residents, and a couple of our precinct committee members had committed to call the mayor's office to see if we can expedite the task force to focus on Ward 7, seeing how the percentage of deaths are so high. Not only, you know, we in Ward 7, we have other issues as well. We have the highest infant mortality rate in the country in Cleveland Ward 7. We also had the highest percentage of lead poisoning in Cleveland Ward 7. And as it was stated earlier, you know, over 50% of our children live under the poverty level. So, you know, we're asking for prayer in Ward 7 because, you know, we have a lot of issues in Ward 7. I think somebody stated earlier that it makes you want to move, but for some of us, it makes us want to fight. And that's what we're committed to doing in Ward 7.
So our goal should be, Mr. Seals, our goal should be to reach out to our new mayor, Mr. Justin Bibb, and his task force to see what kind of help are they going to render to the citizens in the neighborhood.
In Ward 7, yeah, absolutely.
So
yeah,
that is our
and we're
goal.
asking anybody in the city or anybody who's listening to assist us in calling the mayor's office and asking them what they're going to do about this high percentage area of deaths due to COVID-19, because we do know that they are sitting on a large amount of money to deal with the COVID-19. I think it's over $500 million. So we're looking for some action.
All right.
Because the numbers speak for themselves.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Seals. Mr. James Jerome Bell, do you have anything that you want to add to this report?
Yes, as a former resident of Ward 7 and a stakeholder in the community, I know the disillusionment, the frustration, and the disenfranchisement of the community in Ward 7. And I believe that it's appalling that Ward 7 can straddle Cleveland Clinic, University Hospital, and other medical institutions and be in dire straits. So that to me is really an oxymoron. And, I believe that, the healthcare facilities, the city of Cleveland, the county need to put this in the front burner of a chaotic situation in which people are dying, people are getting sick, and the underserved community is just that, an underserved community in which it has a twinge of, we need to help our fellow man and those who are in need of health care and an opportunity for a better life. And so I hope that once again, that the powers that be moving forward help the people in Ward 7.
Thank you, Mr. James Jerome Bell. And certainly we want to do all we can to help the citizens of the Huff neighborhood to battle this problem, battle this condition, and we want them to come out victorious. So we're going to be reaching out to our new mayor, Mr. Justin Bibb, and the task force to see what they can do to help. And also prayer never hurts, so we're going to be praying for the neighborhood as well. Right. Thank you, Mr. Bibbs, and God bless you for the opportunity to share our concerns with you tonight in your viewing audience and your listening audience. God bless you.
I want to thank you, Reverend Ben Fair, for taking up the challenges that are coming at you.
Yes,
I
sir.
know they're coming at you fast, but these are times that you have to be ready.
Yes, sir.
And Mike Seals said, if anyone wants to help, I think that's an awesome idea
Yes.
because you got 2 or 3 challenges. You got 2 challenges on you.
Yes, sir.
You got the Cuyahoga County Detention Center, which has been ignored for years and years, that we're going to do something about that.
Yes.
And now we're going to do something about this #1 spot in death in the Hoff neighborhood.
Yes.
And so I want you to committee to meet over the next Monday's your meeting day.
Yes.
Monday's your meeting day. And Reverend Fair, you need to give them a number if they want to serve on your committee, because we have to have progress every week on this. We can't go backwards. We got to move forward. We got to move forward fast.
Yes. Listen, the listening audience and the viewing audience, my number, if you can reach me at 770-695-1284. That's 770-695-1284. And you also can email me at befairtoday@yahoo.com. That's befairtoday@yahoo.com. God bless you. We welcome all inputs and any information that you have that could help us reach our goals and help us eradicate this inhumane conditions down at the Cuyahoga County Juvenile Detention Center will be helpful, and we thank you for it. God bless you.
Thank you, Reverend Ben Fair. Good job. Thank you, Mike Fields, Award 7. And thank you, Jerome James Bell, activist, political person, and former resident of Ward 7.
Thank you,
I think
Mr.
this is in
Bibb.
good hands.
Thank you, Mr. Bibb.
All right. Now, we'll move forward and share some information with you that's national in nature. Today, I ordered my kit
Oh,
from President Joe Biden.
yes.
He told